Coming to properties of hydrochloric acid and hydrogen chloride gas. The first one is typical acidic properties. In typical acidic properties, it will be like metal plus dilute acid gives salt and hydrogen, or base plus dilute acid gives salt and water, or a metallic carbonate or bicarbonate plus dilute acid will give salt plus water plus carbon dioxide, or a metallic sulfite plus dilute acid, or a bisulfite also, where reacting with dilute acid will give you salt plus water plus sulfur dioxide gas, or metallic sulfide plus dilute acid will give salt plus hydrogen sulfide gas. Okay, so all these are properties of any typical acid. So most acids will show all of these properties. That is, when they react with a base, they will form salt and water. When they react with carbonates or bicarbonates, they form salt, water, carbon dioxide. When they react with sulfite, bisulfite, they will react with, form salt, water, sulfur dioxide. When they react with sulfides, they form salt and H2S. So that's the property of almost all typical acids. So here you can see, with active metal, dilute acid is forming salt plus hydrogen gas. With base, it is forming salt plus water. In all these three reactions, you can see a base can be either a metallic oxide or a metallic hydroxide, or even ammonium hydroxide is also basic in nature. So as you all can see, in reaction with carbonates or bicarbonates, dilute acid with dilute hydrochloric acid, the products form the salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas. So the observation in this case will be a colorless gas is evolved. A colorless gas is evolved, which turns lime water milky. But does not have any effect on acidified potassium dichromate or on acidified potassium permanganate solution. So whenever any metallic sulfite or a bisulfite reacts with a dilute acid, it gives you salt, water, and sulfur dioxide gas. So the observation here is the colorless gas evolved. Colorless gas evolved turns lime water milky and also turns acidified potassium dichromate from orange to clear green or acidified potassium permanganate from pink to clear colorless. When dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with a metallic sulfide, the product formed is salt plus hydrogen sulfide gas. The observation here will be the gas, a gas with rotten egg smell is evolved. A gas with rotten egg smell is evolved. Which turns moist lead acetate paper silvery black. Which turns moist lead acetate paper silvery black. When dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with lead nitrate, we see that we get lead chloride and nitric acid. So the observation here is a white precipitate is formed, which is soluble in hot water, but insoluble in cold water. When dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with silver nitrate, we get silver chloride and nitric acid. So the observation in this case is a curdy white precipitate is formed. A curdy white precipitate is formed which is soluble in excess of, or rather which dissolves in excess of ammonium hydroxide, which dissolves in excess of ammonium hydroxide to form a colorless solution. To form a colorless solution. Concentrated hydrochloric acid acts as a reducing agent. So whenever concentrated hydrochloric acid reacts with an oxidizing agent, it forms salt plus water plus chlorine gas. Now, one thing you'll need to remember here is if the oxidizing agent contains only one metal in its formula, only one salt is formed. But like the last two reactions, where there are two metals present in potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate, two salts are formed along with water and chlorine. So the observation in this case will be a greenish yellow gas is evolved that bleaches, sorry, a greenish yellow gas is evolved that turns blue litmus to red and then bleaches it. Full stop. Also, this gas turns moist starch iodide paper blue-black. So aqua regia is basically a solution that can be used for extraction of gold or platinum from jewelry. So that is how the certain jewelers may cheat. When you give them the jewelry for cleaning or for polishing, they may dip it in aqua regia and extract out some amount of gold or platinum from it. It may be in micrograms or it may be in milligrams. Okay. So here, aqua regia is prepared by taking 1 part of concentrated nitric acid and 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid. It gives you salt, which is nitrosyl chloride, plus water, plus nascent chlorine. Okay. So this also marks the end of part 7a, that is hydrochloric acid and hydrogen